What if the moment you're most relaxed is actually the moment your brain decides to make you suffer? What if lying in the dark, safe under your blankets, is exactly when your mind chooses to drag up the one thing you thought you'd forgotten? Have you ever been drifting off to sleep completely at peace when suddenly a memory from years ago flashes into your mind? Something you said in 9th grade, a joke that fell flat in a meeting, the time you waved at someone who wasn't waving at you. Your body tenses. Your face actually gets warm. In the dark, alone, for something that happened a decade ago. And the strangest part is, nobody is watching. Nobody even remembers it but you. So why does your brain choose this exact moment right before sleep to replay it? Psychologists have found that this isn't random. It isn't your brain being cruel for no reason. It's your mind doing something very specific, at a very specific time for a very specific reason. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why this happens to almost everyone. Why it gets worse the more self-aware you are. And the final reason, the one that changes how you see these moments forever. Let's start with the first hidden reason, because it has nothing to do with embarrassment itself. During the day, your brain is busy. It's filtering emails, decisions, conversations, plans. There's simply too much happening for your mind to process everything in real time. Every unresolved feeling gets pushed aside, not deleted, just postponed, waiting for a quiet enough moment to finally be dealt with. But the moment you lie down, the noise stops, the inputs disappear. And in that silence, your brain finally has room to do something it's been waiting to do all day: sort through unfinished business. Psychologists call this the quiet processing window. Your conscious mind is winding down, but a deeper part of your brain is just getting started, scanning through the emotional leftovers of the day, the week, sometimes the year, and the memories that surface first aren't your proudest moments. They're the ones tagged as unresolved. The awkward silence you never explained, the joke that landed wrong and no one addressed, the moment you still don't understand why it embarrassed you so much. It's almost as if your mind keeps a quiet folder labeled unfinished, and the only time it feels safe enough to open it is when the rest of the world has gone still. Your brain isn't punishing you. It's trying to finish something it never got to finish. But here's what makes this even more interesting. It doesn't just replay these memories. It replays them worse than they actually were. This is where the second reason begins. And it explains why the memory always feels sharper at night than it did in real life. In the daylight, distraction protects you. You're busy, so an awkward memory can surface and fade within seconds. But at night, with nothing competing for your attention, that same memory gets your full, undivided focus. And full focus intensifies emotion. What was a 2-second stumble in real life becomes a slow-motion scene in your mind, replayed frame by frame, with details you're almost certainly inventing. Memory doesn't work like a recording. Every time you recall something, your brain rebuilds it, and it rebuilds it using whatever emotional state you're in right now. If you're anxious, tired, or emotionally raw before bed, your brain doesn't just remember the embarrassment. It amplifies it. You start adding details that weren't there. Their expression looked more judgmental than it actually was. The silence lasted longer than it actually did. Someone's tone gets rewritten as colder, harsher, more disappointed than it ever was in reality. Your brain isn't lying to you on purpose. It's just filling gaps with your current fear instead of the actual facts. And this is exactly why the same memory can feel almost funny in the afternoon and unbearable at 11 at night. It was never really about what happened. It's about the emotional lens your brain is using to look at it. Change the lens, and the entire memory changes shape without a single fact being different. But this still doesn't explain why some people barely notice these memories, while others relive the same 3 embarrassing moments on a loop for years. And that's where the deeper psychology begins. If you're someone who replays these moments constantly, it likely isn't because you're overly sensitive or broken in some way. It's because your brain is wired to search for social accuracy. Some minds move on quickly after an awkward interaction. Others keep analyzing it, long after everyone else has forgotten it ever happened. This isn't weakness. Psychologists suggest it's connected to heightened self-monitoring, a trait common in people who are unusually perceptive about how they're seen by others. These are often the same people who notice small shifts in tone, subtle changes in body language, the pause before someone answers, That same sensitivity that makes them so attuned to others during the day is exactly what keeps the mind working overtime once the lights go out. If you're enjoying this so far, this is a good moment to subscribe, because the final reason is the one that changes how you should actually respond to these memories. And almost nobody talks about it. Here's the truth most people never hear. Your brain isn't replaying these memories to shame you. It's replaying them because it's trying to teach your nervous system a rule about safety. Somewhere in your history, that moment felt like a small social threat. Maybe you felt exposed, laughed at, or judged, and your brain, in its attempt to protect you, filed that moment away as evidence. This is what happens when you let your guard down. So now, in the quiet of night, when your defenses are lowest, your brain pulls the memory back out, not to torture you, but to remind you to stay careful. It's an outdated alarm system, still ringing for a danger that no longer exists, like a smoke detector going off long after the smoke is cleared. The problem is, nobody actually judged you the way your mind insists they did. Most people forgot the moment within minutes. The only person still holding on to it years later is you, which means the real question was never, why can't I forget this? The real question is, why does my mind still believe this needs protecting? And once you begin asking that question instead, something shifts. You stop reliving the embarrassment, and you start noticing the actual pattern. You notice that you tend to relive these moments after high-pressure days, or when you're anxious about something entirely unrelated. You realize the memory isn't really about the past. It's a signal about your present state of mind, a kind of emotional weather report disguised as an old memory. This is what psychologists describe as emotional reprocessing. Healing doesn't happen by pretending the memory never occurred. It happens when you finally look at it without flinching, when you can hold that old moment and recognize it for what it actually was. Small, human, forgettable to everyone except you. Here's the truth that changes everything. You were never being punished by your brain at night. You were being given one more chance to finish something your mind never let go of during the day. Every replay was an invitation, not to relive the shame, but to finally release it. So the next time you're lying in the dark and an old memory rises out of nowhere, try something different. Instead of cringing and burying it again, ask yourself what it was really protecting you from. More often than not, you'll find the answer isn't embarrassment at all. It's a much older fear of being seen the wrong way. And once you understand that fear, the memory quietly starts to lose its grip. Maybe that's the strange gift hidden inside these midnight replays. They're not proof that something is wrong with you. They're proof that your mind is still trying to make peace with who you used to be. If this video helped you understand your own mind a little better, subscribe for more psychology videos that reveal the hidden patterns behind human behavior. And before you go, tell me in the comments, what's the one memory that still visits you right before you fall asleep? I'd love to read your thoughts. Until next time, keep questioning, keep growing, and I'll see you in the next video.